What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are previewing the second game between South Africa versus Argentina. This way, it's the other way around, even though it's at South Africa's home stadium of Nelson Mandela Bay. The Argentines will want to redeem themselves from last week's disappointing first game fixture against the Springboks. It wasn't the game that they wanted, but they know, and we know, that they could definitely be a lot better. Now, Mario Ledesma, the coach of Argentina, has gone in with a few changes. For example, Nicolas Sanchez has moved to the bench for Miotti Domingo. We see an Olympian making his debut, and it's an interesting lineup, but yet still a strong one, with quality players like the likes of Pablo Matera, and all these guys who have been experienced enough to play against the Springboks, and who know a bit about the Springboks, and who know what to bring in every aspect of the game when they take on the Springboks this weekend. You know, every game's a different game. One minute we think, oh, it's going to be a walkover. The next minute it's a tight game, or it's a win and a loss. Just like that. And that's the beauty of rugby. And a team like Argentina, who are unpredictable, who you're not sure about, because they are such a class act squad, you've got to be on alert, because they can totally change their game plan. They can totally produce the goods. Let's not forget, they beat the All Blacks last year in an outstanding performance. They can do the same to South Africa. Just because they lost last weekend doesn't mean it's over. We'll forget, South Africa have reaped in the changes to our strongest squad. Maybe we'll swap roles and South Africa will maybe lose this weekend, or draw, or get close. You know, we've got to take all these things into account as we approach this second test match. A lot is on the line. South Africa are wanting to defend the Rugby Championship Cup, and they're going to want to prove a point to the critics, prove a point to the haters out there, to show that, you know, you can criticise us all you want, but South African rugby is still here to show why we are dominant, to show we are way of force, and to show why other nations who still respect us. So for me, I'm excited for this clash. You know, a lot will say, but it's going to be a walkover. What's the point? South Africa going to dominate. Anything's possible. And again, like I said, it's a beauty of these two squads. They're going to want to produce the goods. They're going to want to change things up. If South Africa continue the boring game of kicking, and Argentina decide, well, you know what, stuff is, we're going to run it. You're going to put South Africa under complete pressure. And then South Africa are going to have to change their game plan in order to try and progress against Argentina. For me personally, that's exactly what I do. I go run at them, attack them, make them work, make them alert, take those high balls, because let's face it, we're not the strongest under the high ball. Although we brought back some of our senior boykies, it's still not our strongest point, yet we continue to do it. The more we do it, it gives more opportunities for the opposition to create opportunities for themselves to score tries. So for me, if I were Argentina, I'll just run the ball, take on those opportunities and force South Africa to play the game they're not comfortable. Having said that, if I'm South Africa right now, I would do the exact same thing as well. We're so used to the box kicks, we're so used to the up and unders, we're so used to the grabbers, so used to the trip kicks. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Let's face it, our up and unders are not that great. Our box kicks aren't that great on follow-up. Sometimes, again, they are good, and by the luck of the draw, we capitalize and score a try. But there are times when we obviously miss the ball, or kick it too far, or give it straight back to the opposition, which gives them an opportunity to do something different. So for me, do what we did in the World Cup. We played so many kicking games, and it almost cost us. When we played England, we played a total different ball game that shocked the hell out of us. Now maybe Coach Jacques and Rassi are deciding to save that speciality for the All Blacks, because maybe the All Blacks are going to go into this one predicting, South Africa are going to kick. What's new? Boring. Let's continue. Or if South Africa go in and go run and scare the shit out of Argentina, then it's a different story. South Africa have to get a bonus point, because we missed out on that opportunity last week. So now we need to focus on it and get it so we can put more points ahead of the All Blacks. So right now the All Blacks have beaten Australia. One was close, one was dominant. South Africa need two dominant performances against Argentina to put some pressure on the All Blacks. And Argentina aren't going to go down lightly. So for me, I'm curious to see what Miotti has to bring, Domingo, because I think Sanchez is pure class and experience. I would have gone with him. But again, having said that, you got the big boys like Pablo Matera, Mateus Almano. I mean, they're big names in here. Geronimo Del Flente. I mean, come on, brilliant squad. So they have the opportunity to do something. They have the opportunity to show the world what they're made of, and I think they're going to put in a solid effort. South Africa, we've got Trevor Nyakanya starting at number 1. Big change there. Great opportunity for Trevor to really take senior role this weekend. Malcolm Marks and Thomas Dutoy comes into the squad at number 3. Well, Maren Ori getting a chance at number 4 with Lord Diocha. So no Ibn Etzebeth. Sia Khaleesi as number 6 as usual. Jesper Visser, brilliant game last weekend. He's going to want to continue that great form. Franco Mostert moves up to 7 again. And then we've got Kobus Reinach and Andre Pollard getting the start. Faf still nursing that injury. Your wings are still Makazolo, Mapimpi and Chilton Colby, so we've really gone back to the old school. Damian Delenda and Lekani are probably one of the best centre pairing right now in the world, and then Willie Leroux at number 15. Great squad for South Africa. Phenomenal squad. Dan de Preez back in the squad. Jaden Hendricks gets another opportunity. It's Gramhoff. So, phenomenal opportunities for the youngsters. And again, Rashi showing his faith in Damien Willemse. So, it's going to be an intense outlet of what we're going to see. Same with Kocher Smith. For me, it's all up to Andre Pollard. He needs to convert the points. Needs to make sure he gets into the opportunities that are needed in order for us to capitalise. Sia needs to lead from the front. But for me, if there's anything that I want to see a quicker game from Reinach. I want to see him passing the ball out to the wings. I want to see all the backline players using the ball correctly to get it out to Chesden or Makazolo for scoring our wing tries. We need it. We know we can do it. We just need to play the game. We don't play the game, we're not going anywhere. So that's an important key moment for me, is using our wings to the best of our ability, scoring the tries, capitalising on opportunities. Another thing we must look out for is our discipline and our handling errors. Was an improvement last weekend, but discipline comes to key, and that's where we could lose or win a game. So they've got to be disciplined, they've got to be sharp, they've got to be ready for the opportunity, and they've got to make sure they take on every opportunity to the best limit. Argentina are going to be hungry for redemption. Argentina are going to be hungry to show the world that they're still a force to be reckoned with. Argentina are also going to be confident, having moved up the rankings. They're going to want to continue moving up the rankings. And what a better way to move up the rankings and to put South Africa under pressure than beating the world champions. That is going to be phenomenal and put this tournament totally on the back curve, which is going to be amazing. So for me, may the best team win. I'm hoping for cracking rugby like we saw last week. Join me on the stream. It will be in the iCards and at the end of the video, the link there. So join me for the stream. It's going to be insane. I cannot wait for this one. It's going to be a cracking game. Predictions-wise, I'm going South Africa to win by 10 plus. I think we got it in us. I think with our big boys back, we can do it. It's just a matter of playing the way I want them to play. Running, getting to your wings, making sure we're not kicking too much, capitalising on errors from Argentina, as well as discipline, keeping in control of our discipline and our set pieces. We can do all those things. We're going to dominate this weekend. If we don't, Los Pumas, watch out. Or South Africa, watch out, because the Los Pumas will come and give us a bit of a clash, which is something we cannot afford right now. It's going to be an interesting tournament. It started with a bang. This weekend is going to be even bigger bang. They're playing at Gqeberha, Port Elizabeth, Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, my hometown, where I wish I could be at the stadium, but it's unfortunately, we're not allowed. But having said that, it's going to be a cracking game nonetheless. To the Springboks, make us proud, do what you do best, show us what you're made of, because I believe we can really produce a good result for the weekend. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.